it's that time again to use some of the strongest in-game teams in Honkai Star Rail and even some of the newest characters added recently. I'm of course talking about one of the newest events that we got, which is actually the only way to get March 7th's new Hunt Path Eidolons as well. As always, I'm going to be using some of the strongest teams in the game and even some trial characters that I don't own. So for the first stage, we are going to be taking on an extremely strong team that can meet these typings, and I am going to be taking Jiaoshi since I never actually got him. Being able to use him as a trial character is going to be really interesting, especially with his pairing with Acheron. I was actually tempted to summon for him just because of his pairings with her alone. And I'll be taking the first two buffs on each side. I think this one will be good regardless, but this is a buff that I think is going to particularly benefit Acheron a lot since she's going to do so much damage with her ultimate. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Alright, so that's nice that we actually got a first hit on Fu Xuan right there, so I can go ahead and take advantage of that. What I'm gonna do actually, alright, let's drop in Silver Wolf, and then we have our first Acheron ultimate proc. We almost got Silver Wolf's ult right there, so there's not too many debuffs yet. We'll see how much this is gonna do to start us off. 833,000. Okay, that's actually a pretty solid start. I like that. All right, and we're actually doing pretty good on skill points, so what I'm gonna do is I'll use Acheron's E, and then we'll go ahead and get our shield up. Since I wasn't able to start the battle with the shield, this is going to build us stacks as well for Acheron. I was really looking forward to using Jiaoshi since I know he has really good synergy with Acheron, as I said. All right, we got Acheron's second ultimate usage here. And that time over 1 million. And there we go. We actually got the debuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this in. And then we'll go ahead and we might as well use Jiaoshi's as well. All right, now we will drop in Acheron's ult. Come on, Acheron. Do some. Oh my gosh. 2.6 million damage there. Wow. Okay, and we have not even gone below cycles yet. So yeah, this team's actually doing really good. The damage is definitely there, and why I like this team over what I usually use is because Jiaoshi actually has the AoE potential. Like, he's able to debuff a lot of the enemies while also just doing that AoE damage. That's something I can't always do with like Silver Wolf. All right, so I'm gonna use Jiaoshi's ultimate first again, and then I will use Acheron's. That's gonna weakness break and get rid of a lot of these so we can get those performance points. There we go. We're actually really close now. I know I'm kind of missing out on the extra stacks by doing that, but I just want to make sure I do all the damage I can in one hit. And 4.3 million on that one. That's really nice. Okay. All right, I need Silver Wolf to get hit a little bit there. Oh, I got frozen. That's rough, but okay, we got unfrozen right away. That would have sucked. All right, I'm gonna use this on the big enemy actually, and then we'll use Acheron's ult because I need to get rid of it as well. There we go. Not too bad. We're getting close, and I could get Acheron's ult back in like just a sec, I would imagine. So rinse and repeat as before. I don't think we need to use this on the other enemy at this point. We're just gonna try to kill Cocolia. So come on, Acheron. Okay, 7 million there, not bad. And we should be able to kill her even without the ultimate. But just in case, we'll go ahead and use it one more time just so we can finish this with the 3 cycles left. So yeah, wow, I can't believe how strong Acheron is. Wow, she was insanely quick on this stage. I got SS with 3 cycles left, and the amount of damage, I mean, we're almost over the 10 million mark there. So yeah, I think that this is an extremely strong team. Jiaoshi has really great synergy with Acheron, and being able to get those stacks was just effortless. For the second stage, we're going to be taking a very familiar team, and that is the Kafka Dot team. It's been a while since I've actually used this composition, since I usually nowadays use Kafka and Black Swan to boost up my Acheron stacks, and the first 2 buffs are going to do quite nicely, especially this one for the dots. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how they're going to do. All right, so let's start it off with Kafka, and we need to take out as many of the summons as we can. We do need to start off with Ranmei though. The dot should take care of this for us though. That's what's usually pretty nice about this enemy in particular. All right, Black Swan got kidnapped again, so I'm glad I used her ultimate. Let's go ahead and drop in Kafka's. Like so, and there we go. We got Black Swan broken out, and we got through the first toughness bar. So now let's go ahead and just stack everything on top of here. I should have probably used Hua first, but what I'll do is I'll use her ult and then Kafka's. And as I said, she has amazing synergy with dot teams. The attack boost, the energy boost, everything that you could possibly need, and the healing on top of that. So let's see what Kafka's gonna do. 466,000, not bad, and that nice juicy dot damage right there. Yeah, so it's pretty easy on this one. You just have to make sure that I mean, Black Swan keeps getting picked on, so there's that. But the dot damage does take care of a lot of these for us, so we can just do that. I do have Dance 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 on Ranmei though. It's not gonna make a difference. All right, there we go, on to the last health bar. So I'm gonna try not to get Black Swan kidnapped this time around. I think that'll be best. Yep, there we go. All right, the last health bar. Let's see if we can get it within the 2 cycles though. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop everything in. Yeah, the dot damage on this side though, like on this cycle, is really strong. I like it quite a bit. Plus there's that amazing buff right there. So yeah, I think we're pretty golden. And there we have it. It is dead. Okay, wow, the dot team has never looked as strong before, and we were able to get that nice SS rank. Okay, moving on to the next stage. I'm gonna actually not take Argenti, which is what's recommended. I just think that he's not really, in my opinion, who I want to be using for this, because they do recommend follow-up attackers. So I'm gonna be taking Yun Li, since I actually do have her, and with that I will be meeting every single typing. And we have Ho for energy. You want to have a lot of energy, and I feel like getting Yun Li's ult is actually pretty quick normally, and with these buffs as well, automatically gives me my ultimate, or for every enemy defeated I gain energy as well. So yeah, we don't have to be worrying about that. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so right off the bat, we'll put this on Herta, and then I'll go ahead and use Yun Li's ult off the rip, just because I know I'm gonna get targeted right there. And just like that, the summons are already almost done, so that's good. But let's go ahead and use Ho-Ho's as well. Now we can use Herta's ultimate. Obviously, a lot of follow-ups is very beneficial here. All right, there we go, and we'll get that parry. And then I'll go ahead and use Jade. Actually, we might not even need to use Jades yet. Yeah, we actually got our ults right there. Okay, so nice. Let's just go ahead and pile everything on. So now, of course, with this, we're not going to be getting a parry with Yun Li. So that's kind of the downside about this team. And what's nice about Yun Li, too, is because she can have 2 charges of her ult. If I haven't used my ultimate, by the time I get it back from that, I'll have 2 charges of it. So that's really good as well. So, like, I'm going to use it here, and then I'm going to use it again. And that might even proc the buff. 415 though without the parry, that's pretty dang good. That is pretty dang good, and we didn't even trigger the buff, so we can use it on this phase, which is actually even better. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, okay, that's nice. That buff is so strong. Yeah, this team's actually doing pretty well. Like, Yun Li's not really getting to attack this much, like that much this phase, but we're still whittling down all of them. So yeah, this team's doing pretty well. I think Argenti could be good here, but I just didn't really want to use him. I wanted to break Yun Li out for some fun. And as you can see, even without the parry, she's doing some pretty big damage. I'd say so. These follow-ups with Jade and Herta, though, are really clutch. Like, look at that. They're just able to get rid of so many waves of these enemies back to back like that. Oh yeah, his bar is definitely about to break now. There we go. Okay, wow, this team is doing some pretty good damage. Okay, so let's just drop everything in. That's pretty much this run over with. I thought Yun Li was going to do well, but I think Herta and Jade together were the real combination on this stage, for real. Like, they did so much damage to those summons, and when they came back to life, they just immediately got rid of them. And there we go, Yun Li to finish it off, and that is the Argenti stage. SS, you don't need to take Argenti if you have Yun Li. I think that was a really nice showcase with her, since I don't always get to use her. And yeah, I'm quite happy with how Yun Li performed. We're finally on to the follow-up attack team, and although we just did some of that on stage 3, this is where we're really going to be doing the follow-ups. I have one of my newest favorite team comps in the game here with Fei Xiao and March 7th, but because I don't own Robin, she's going to be a very pleasant addition to the team. And I think Lingsha would be really solid here as well, especially with the fire typing, but we're not really trying to weakness break, moreover just keep attacking attacking over and over again. So Sparkle is the obvious choice for that. And again, as always, the first two buffs, which should be very good for this stage. And yeah, I already know that this team is going to definitely kick some butt. So let's jump into fighting Svarog. Okay, to start things off, we're going to start it with Robin here. And I'm not going to use Sparkle yet, just because I need to apply this onto Fei Xiao first. All right, there we go. And now the two of them can just go to work like that. Nice. We already got the ults. There we go. Little bit of damage, little bit of bitty of damage, but by the end of this, it'll definitely be a lot higher. So with Robin, she's gonna act as a very big advance forward with her ult, but I also did go ahead and put Dance onto my Sparkle, so that's gonna help us a little bit as well. So first of all, let's go ahead and bring Fei Xiao back. We're gonna pop Sparkle's ult for that damage increase, so that's gonna give us March 7th, and just so we can keep attacking again and get that buff over here, we're gonna pop Robin's ultimate. All right, and that's pretty much the rotation. That's what we're going to be doing for the whole run. And there we go. We were able to get the buff. And honestly, I don't even need to use Fei Xiao's ult to finish things. Like, the way that March is here, she does so much. But let's just go ahead and use Fei Xiao's. Yeah, as you can see, the damage is a lot higher than it just was a second ago. So that's pretty good. All right, we got 12 stacks now. So let's just go in for it. Nice. Okay, but we're not done yet. One more round of hits. Oh my gosh, Fei Xiao does so much. Like, look, she's literally brute forcing her way through this almost. We didn't even need to attack. The follow-ups have got us covered. Okay, on to the final stage we are. There we go. We got 2 stacks again right there. Oh, is March gonna die though? Oh, she barely hung on. Okay, nice. So let's just go ahead and use all of Fei Xiao's attacks now. We can go ahead and break through Svarog. Nice. Okay, we're pretty close to the buff. We should actually get it, especially with Robin's ult coming in still. Yeah, we should be fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop the final Robin ult, and this should be the end of the run pretty much. So we'll use March 7th. Like, again, the fact that we almost just broke through brute force without the buff is pretty crazy. This team is incredibly strong, and we're gonna go ahead and finish things off with the girl Fei Xiao. So let's use Sparkle's buff here and go ahead and use Fei Xiao. Let's see this.
Always soaring, forever triumphant. Inevitable.
3.4 million to finish things off with 3 cycles left. Wow, this team is so strong. Svarog absolutely got destroyed. Fei Xiao is just an amazing follow-up attacker, especially because she has really great synergy with March 7th, a free-to-play character. And because I don't normally use Robin since I don't have her on my account, I could definitely see a difference. And for the final stage, we are here finally at the Firefly Break team. This is my favorite team in Honkai Star Rail nowadays, and to be able to take Firefly with one of her most useful support characters is going to be a lot of fun. I'm of course talking about Lingsha. She's the newest 5-star to be added, and I'm still in the process of trying to actually pull her since she's really good for this team composition in general. And just like with the other stages, I am going to be taking the first 2 buffs, which are going to help out tremendously. So let's see how this team does against Yanqing. Okay, not only do we have the typings, but I already know this team is going to do amazing. So we don't even have Ron May's E up yet. But we do want to weakness break as many enemies as we can, since we're not going to be breaking all 99 of his toughness bars, of course. But what's really amazing about Lingsha is not only does she have some really strong toughness damage that she's able to do comparable to Gallagher, she's also capable of dealing damage when she's not in her turn, and also just applying debuffs, making it where we'll do even more damage overall. So it's just such a solid unit for this team. Okay, so the swords are back up. We actually should be close to her ult soon. There we go. Actually, that was a little bit of a misclick. I probably should have waited for another sword, 2 swords to come up. But we're in the Firefly Sam state at this point, so there's also that. Oh my gosh, there's that extra bit of damage. And she has her turn one more time here, so we're just going to use our Q. And just like that, we got our first toughness bar break already. That was extremely quick. And let's go ahead and use Firefly. Wow, okay. Was that 2.2 million I saw? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Honestly, we're so good on skill points, I should just use all of it that I can. But I mean, look at that AoE potential she's able to do. And the next formation of the swords is here. So let's just go ahead and use AoE. That's gonna get us pretty close to the ult. So if that's the case, let's just use this. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna keep popping ult since we're gonna get it all back in just a sec. Oh my gosh, Lingsha is actually like outdoing Firefly, it feels like. I can't believe it. Let's actually see how much that Lingsha's gonna do then. 500,000? Okay, plus another 500k on top. Are you kidding me? Ooh, Harmony Trailblazer is hitting pretty hard too. Okay, let's finish this last health bar with Firefly. And of course she does like the most damage, but wow, I'm really impressed with this team. I really hope that I can get Lingsha from this banner before she goes away, because she's so strong. Like, it's actually insane. So let's use Lingsha first. Okay, nice little 500,000. All right, Firefly, I need you to hit very hard for me. That will do. That will do. Okay, so that wraps this up. We don't even need to actually, yeah, let's use Ron May. With that dance dance dance, we have one more Firefly coming in, but we don't even need it. We're gonna end it with Trailblazer, and there we have it. Wow, that was the strongest that I've seen my Super Break team be in the whole time that I've been using it. Yanchin absolutely got destroyed. So there we have it. That is going to bring an end to this event. I actually had a lot of fun doing it because all of these teams were really cool to use, not only because there's some characters that I'm missing out on, which is why I always like to do these type of events, but also because it showed me some different possibilities that I can do, like even bringing Yoon Lee instead of like Argenti, or having Lingsha instead of Gallagher is a lot of fun. But overall, this is a really cool event, and I think that you can mismatch some teams. If you want to use some of the trial characters or your own, then you can definitely do so. That's gonna do it for this one. Let me know if you guys have had fun using some of the new team compositions that have been added into Honkai Star Rail. Fei Xiao is definitely one of my favorites so far, but with the introduction of Lingsha, I could definitely try to use her on the Firefly Break team if I get a chance, and just mess around with some of the other characters that are available. But yeah, let me know if you guys use some different teams on this, especially if you used different ones than what is given in the trial. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.